This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, August 22nd, 2014. And now our first look at the Zero-Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a ridge developing over the lower Mississippi River Valley, trying to bump itself up into the state, and it's trying to take a lot of the moisture and shunt it northward, but it's going to have a difficult time, at least in the short term. Could still see some showers and thunderstorms. They'll be scattered around. We could see them at any time. Otherwise, we'll see sunshine and highs in the 80s and 90s, mainly lower 90s. But if you don't see any rain, if you do see rain, you'll see readings a bit lower. And even into Saturday, you'll start to see the hot dome to our south beginning to shunt this moisture up. And you can see here Sunday, the chances of precipitation are almost zero. It's not zero, it's near zero. But it'll be mainly sunny, very hazy, hot, humid, highs in the 80s, 90s, heat indices near 100 through Sunday. Then into Monday, this front starts to settle back south again. And we're right back into the pattern with showers and thunderstorms around. Not an all-day event. There'll be some sunshine around, highs in the 80s to around 90. That's going to be the case even here on Tuesday. As the system is still around, the Gulf is open. So we'll see some decent rains if this is to be right. And then this front finally sweeps to our east here Tuesday night into the early part of Wednesday. Could see some early day showers in our eastern counties Wednesday morning with clearing and cooler conditions as we head into Thursday with highs possibly back into the 70s to near 80 or maybe low 80s, but the humidity will be a lot lower, so it'll feel a lot nicer around the area. And it'll be just in time as we move into next Friday, which is the first Friday of high school football across the state. And you can see another system is beginning to dive into the northwest and the northern Rockies, but it's still going to be far enough to our west that it should keep a lot of the precipitation well to our west, although we see the GFS wants to bring an isolated shower possibly into the northern parts of the Siouxland, but it should be fairly warm as winds are out of the south at that point. We'll have to wait and see. Going into the extended period, however, on the 2nd of September, still have a flat ridge over the southern tier of the country, have a system moving through the northern Rockies and the prairie provinces of Canada. This looks to be sweeping into the area with a few showers and storms possibly in the plains moving in our direction. We'll have to see a few more model runs to see if this continues as we move along. And then as we go into the end of the forecast on September the 6th, we have a ridge centered somewhere north of around Chattanooga, Tennessee, around there into the Carolinas. Storm track fairly benign and fairly west to east. High pressure over Ontario is bringing a cool air down, butting up with this warm air, so we could be in the battle zone for showers and storms once again, but we are still more than 2 weeks out on that. Speaking of the battle zone right now is over the middle part of the country. This is the satellite image from last evening. Complex of storms over Indiana and Ohio, over Nebraska, Kansas, into southwest Iowa, and the monsoonal flow continues over the west. The watch warning map from last evening was fairly benign. Several heat advisories, excessive heat warnings across the southeast, middle Mississippi River Valley, lower Ohio Valley, and some flash flood watches over West Virginia, Kentucky, where they could see quite a bit of rain. This is the KPF chart through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. Rainfall around here could be between maybe 1 to 2 inches. Some places will get more, some places will get less. Heaviest looks to be to our northwest across Montana.